Hey guys, how are we all? Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general weekly love reading for the sign of Sagittarius. This can resonate with your sun, moon, rising or Venus sign. Now I could be reading for yourself or for your love interest, the one that's on your mind. So please use your own discernment and flip the roles to however this best resonates with your situation, but please do not make the story fit. So if the reading resonates or parts of the message resonate, then that's great. If it doesn't resonate, then it's simply not your message. So please take what you feel fits and leave the rest, guys. So we're just using 2 decks of cards today. So this is the Modern Witch Tarot, and then we're going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle messages to close off the reading. So let's get into the reading now. Angels of Love and Light, we please have clear and concise messages for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. What do they need to know in relation to love for this week, please and thank you. Just going to do one more shuffle. Then we'll cut up the deck and get straight into the reading. Okay. Sagittarius, please. Whoop. Oh, wow. 4 of Wands, beautiful. I feel that potentially you could be dealing with a very high level soulmate here, potentially a divine counterpart, a twin flame, a divine masculine or a divine feminine. I feel like this person means a great deal to you. I feel this person is recognizing how much you mean to them as well. I feel like this person, when they come forward towards you, if you have been in separation for quite some time or you've not had any contact, I feel like this person is going to come forward towards you with pure intentions, and they're most likely going to illuminate a situation from their past if they have been with another partner of sorts, with a karmic partner or a karmic ex or whatever third party situation that they've been dealing with. I'm getting you feel like home to me. So I feel like this person is really getting to grips with the depth of the connection that they feel for you, and I feel like this person wants you and them to kind of open a new way of life. For some reason I'm getting like open a new doorway to your new life. I'm getting the sense of a gateway here with this kind of 4 of Wands, you know, a gateway or a portal even. I'm getting the sense that this person may like science fiction. I'm getting science fiction, or even I'm getting like the Marvel films or DC, that type of thing, you know, where you have all the kind of Avengers films and all of that, etc. Obviously I'm not very clued up on all of that, guys, so I'm very sorry, but if I have said anything wrong in relation to that, just correct us down below. I greatly appreciate it. But I feel that this person, I'm getting even Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange film came out, so maybe this person would like to take you to go and see that, potentially as a date idea, or you've already gone and seen it and you'd be able to talk about it. That could be something. I'm getting that for some reason. I feel like this person is just wanting to be in your life. I'm getting on your wavelength. So this person just wants to be in your life. Oh wow, okay, the Devil. You could be dealing with a Capricorn, or your person is. I feel like this person is feeling a very, very strong pull to you right now, like in the sense of magnetism. Either that, or this person is recognizing the difference between the connection that they have with you and with someone else, and the connection that they may have with a karmic partner or a karmic ex is probably very unhealthy, and they may have felt chained to this other situation, but when they are around you, they feel free and liberated. They feel like they can be themselves around you, whereas in this other connection with this other person or situation, they feel like they have to be a certain way or act a certain way, or do things in a particular way. Like there's a sense of control. I feel like your person may have been easily swayed or manipulated or influenced in the past, Potentially they could be dealing with a karmic partner or a karmic ex who could be quite obsessive and possessive of your love interest, because I feel like your love interest has been potentially daydreaming and fantasizing about the idea of being with you, but yet this karmic partner, the karmic ex, has tried to keep your person's attention here, keep their attention so that they don't look over to you or whatever it is that you're doing, or that they can't even necessarily see you or like see what you're doing. So potentially there could have even been some sort of blocking or deleting on social media. I'm getting that for some reason. Yeah, look at that as I say that with the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like there's definitely been a karmic partner, a karmic ex, or a baby mama or a baby daddy here where your love interest has felt like they were potentially suffocating in some sort of environment with whoever they were dealing with. And I also feel that your love interest is highly strung right now, in a sense, like sexually. They are viewing you as the future mother or father of their children, their future spouse. This person is incredibly attracted to you, and I'm getting the sense that this person feels like they're mesmerized by you. They're mesmerized by you. Like they just don't understand how you have this strong kind of connection with each other without even trying for some reason. So I feel if you are dealing with potentially a twin flame here, a divine masculine, divine feminine, then it's like you don't even need to do anything extra other than just working on yourself, and it's just bringing this person into you because you are seeing of this sense of self-love and respect for yourself, and it's just naturally bringing in your person. And I feel like they can't necessarily help themselves with kind of looking over at you or wanting to look over at you, but they feel like you're too much of a temptation as of right now. I feel like they are probably burying themselves in work. They probably have a lot on their plate to try to make sure that they don't think about the connection with you, even though on a soul level it's like their soul is kind of crying out to come forward towards you and kind of be with you in your life, especially if you've not been together for a very long time, or you haven't had that sense of intimacy with each other at all, or you know, if you have had the intimacy, then this person is really missing that kind of aspect of the connection. But I feel like your love interest potentially could be feeling quite lusty, quite lustful as of right now. In a sense, they find you highly desirable. But I feel like this person actually wants to approach you in relation to love, and not for it just to come across as some sort of kind of fling or hookup or a casual connection, or just the sense that there is physical, you know, attraction for you both and desire. Like there's actually more to it than meets the eye. I'm getting like this separation between the two of you has been very painful. Either that or your love interest or yourself have gone through a very painful breakup, separation, or a divorce with a karmic partner or a karmic ex. A very challenging third party situation where there's the sense of feeling just tied down, and therefore the tower had to come in here, Aries and Scorpio energy with that tower. And I feel like something massive had to occur where there's a sense of upheaval, so that either yourself or your love interest were not living in a lie anymore, in a sense of a fantasy land and trying to stay in a situation for the sake of staying in it. Whatever was built on a rocky foundation had to come crumbling down. I want to say trembling down and crumbling down at the same time. So I'm sorry, my words got a bit mixed up, but crumbling as well. Yeah, I feel like this person is very tongue-tied over you. And I was saying about that sexual kind of tension. Well, I mean, there it is with the tower. I mean, it's like you kind of light this person up from the inside. It's like they don't know how to even contemplate the sense of this magnetism and the chemistry between you two. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting firework effects or fireworks. Yeah, this person holds a lot of desire for you guys. Very much. Yeah, they're suffocating in their environment elsewhere here with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. They could have been dealing with someone who was very high maintenance. I feel like this person has having to hold this love for you. They're having to hold themselves back. They feel it deeply and they want you, but they could be dealing with a karmic partner or a karmic ex who is more interested in the material, more interested in the money, more interested in the reputation and the status. And your person may have kind of worked a lot, been a bit of a workaholic, I'm getting. I'm getting the sense that they were dealing with someone who was very demanding, very high maintenance, a bit overbearing. And I feel like they had a connection where they kind of got into debt relatively easily, or borrowed money, or there was a sense of I don't know why I want to say loan sharks for some reason, so I want to say loan sharks, or they've just kind of, I'm getting robbed Peter to pay Paul, that type of thing. So it's like they may have had a lot of debts, but I feel like this person may have had dealt with a karmic partner or a karmic ex who had the love of money, and I feel like your love interest realised that they wanted genuine love and not to be with someone who just necessarily cared about their material world. I feel like your person may have worked like 24/7, but they didn't have the love in their life. And now they feel this kind of desire and love for you. I feel like your love interest wants to build on a solid foundation with you, but I feel like they've lost out on a lot of money elsewhere. They may have thought that they were getting growth in this other connection with this karmic partner, the karmic ex, and it was built on a solid foundation. They had that kind of like thought that it was built on a solid foundation because they necessarily, like, they had like the home, as in the money and the house, like the payments may have been getting paid, but the house didn't really feel like a home. It just felt like an empty nest, I want to say, for some reason. It just felt empty. I feel like your person may have felt very lonely. I feel like your love interest as well may have had issues with getting fired from a job, or potentially they were dealing with a karmic partner of a karmic ex who didn't want to work, or they lost their job, or potentially they may have had some sort of issues potentially to do with their health, potentially their mental health as well, guys. So maybe they weren't able to work for some sort of reason, or there was something to do with addictions here, or some sort of negative influence. So I feel like your person has dealt with a lot of pressures to do with this karmic partner or the karmic ex, and so maybe your love interest worked like 2 jobs or something, or tried to keep a roof over their head, I'm getting, and put food on the table. Maybe they went from having a lot to not having very much in a very short space of time. Potentially when that tower moment came in, maybe when you came into this person's life and they may have communicated with you a few times, like it felt too strong for them, so maybe they cut you off or walked away from the connection because they couldn't contemplate the idea of potentially losing everything in sense of their material to then go and pursue love with you. But they felt the love and the chemistry and the passion for you, but they may have turned their back on the connection with you to pursue staying where they were and to kind of carry on doing what they were doing, but they didn't necessarily have the sense of freedom in that connection or emotional fulfillment. It was just all to do with the finances, it was all to do with their career, it was all to do with I'm getting their looks, like how things looked to them and how other people kind of saw them. But I feel like your love interest has made a decision. They've been making plans to come forward towards you for quite some time, but they were fearful of the unknown, and they kind of stayed where they were with someone else in this karmic connection because it was like a safe bet, basically. I'm getting that saying. Forgive me if I don't say it right, but it's easier to know. It's better to know the devil you do know rather than the devil you don't know. Something along those lines. If you guys know of it, please put it down in the comments. I greatly appreciate it. So yeah, I feel like this person was really inclined to make their way to you, like they felt it on a soul level and everything else. Like the sense of intensity in your connection may have really kind of overwhelmed your love interest, but maybe they thought that they were tied in and they couldn't make their way. They thought that the connection with you wasn't over, but potentially you may have been fed up and you had to walk away and leave the connection. And you knew that this connection probably wasn't over because you felt it deep down, but yet you still held a sense of sadness and upsetness about this. Because obviously, you know, when something makes us feel really good, you know, you want it to keep it around, don't you? And I feel like potentially you knew deep down, if you did know of your love interest dealing with a karmic partner of a karmic ex, you knew that they haven't quite got through whatever healing they needed to get through to be able to end it, and close off the karmic cycle. But you knew that your love interest was dealing with this person because of duty and obligation, most likely, and some sort of tie financially or children. Yeah, look at that with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, your person potentially stayed because they may have felt that you were wanting more from this person and they weren't able to offer it to you, so they stayed, but yet they didn't necessarily communicate to you properly about it, about the love that they had for you or how they felt deep down. They just, I'm getting pushed their feelings down for some reason, pushed their feelings down, even though they loved you, they love you. What else here for Sagittarius? Look at this. Judgment in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. So there's your energy, Sagittarius. And then we have Aquarius, Leo. We have more Scorpio. And I wanted to say Leo. Did I say Leo? I don't know if I said Leo. And I also wanted to say Aries as well. And we got the Lovers here in reverse, Gemini energy. This is it. Even though this person, your love interest, felt the way that they did about you, they made a poor decision from the past. They made a poor decision. And they're overthinking about the idea of coming back into your life. But they have to fully close out a karmic cycle first before coming forward towards you. But it is cycling out soon here. It's already cycling out, or it's about closing off here. I feel like there are going to be some major changes happening soon, and it's going to be very substantial. I'm getting the word substantial. Definitely closing on an old karmic cycle here with the Lovers in reverse. I feel like your love interest has been at a crossroads for a long time, and they weren't willing to make a decision, but I feel like they're now being forced to make a decision, because potentially you may have got to the point where you've healed a lot from your past and you may be getting ready to meet someone potentially new. Now, if you are a twin flame here, guys, and you come into contact with a new soulmate, you may be asking of a new soulmate, then there is potentially one round the corner for you. But I feel like if you were to potentially move on with a new soulmate, it's most likely that your love interest, this potential twin flame, divine feminine, divine masculine, and if you are on that kind of path, will most likely come back around into your life. But they may not necessarily have fully transitioned and closed out this old cycle with this person, etc. But they will probably end up appearing back in your life to find out where you're at, especially if you've not had any communication for a long time, because they're hoping you're going to drop your guard down in relation to them. What else here, please? For Sagittarius. Feel this one. Yeah, 2-1. Wow, 2-1 I'm getting. Yeah. 2 of Pentacles. See, this is it. You know how I was saying that they may not fully transition? They'll be still potentially, you know, trying to prioritize. Not necessarily juggle, but trying to prioritize one thing over another. It's like they've got the eye on you and they want you and them to move on forward, but potentially they've got something else that is a higher priority as of now, because they just want to close out what's not serving them anymore. they're fed up with being where they are. They've already made their decision to come your way. You could also be seeing 22 a lot, or 222, guys. And you know how I was saying earlier about the sense of potentially borrowing money or juggling money or what have you. I feel like there was something going on there extra. What else here, please, for Sagittarius? Potentially your love interest may have thought that they could do both. In a sense, like keep their stability and their security with this karmic partner or the karmic ex, even though there's no love there. And then also move on forward to you, but in a sense, embrace love. But I feel like what's actually coming about to me is the divine is basically asking your love interest that in order to bring in love and to bring in something new and to bring in their ideal partner, like the perfect person for them, that they have to cycle out the old karmic energy and toxicity and unhealthy attachments and their kind of old life in a sense. And they have to kind of really release all of that so that they're able to bring in all the new energy with having a connection with you and kind of, I'm getting living their soul's purpose in a sense. But obviously we all have free will, don't we? So it's in a sense like it's all going to be down to what ends up happening with this person, with how they close out, you know, this old karmic cycle in their life. They have to make a decision, but I feel like they've made a decision and they want to come forward towards you because most likely they know that you are their true love and that you are meant to be. But the thing is, when they come back into your life, you're going to have to be very discerning and finding out the information of what's going on in this person's life fully, because as much as you feel the depth of this connection and there's something more to it than meets the eye, it's still having a sense of strong boundaries, like having to have the sense of boundaries in case, you know. What else here for Sagittarius? Please, one more. One more for Sagittarius, please, and thank you. The Chariot. Yeah, they are on their way, guys. I mean, I've said it from the get-go. They are on their way here with the Chariot, Cancer's energy. They will travel to see you. They will try to, you know, prioritize you in their life. They will want to grow on this with you. You know, they have been reflecting on this connection a lot, but potentially they're dealing with some sort of, you know, cash flow kind of problems as of right now. I feel like they want stability in their life and they want this with you, but it's like they are most likely going through a very rough patch in their life right now. And if they haven't already gone through the breakup, the separation or the divorce, they've been trying to think logically about what they need to do next, about how to kind of put boundaries with this karmic partner, the karmic ex, so that there can be the sense of co-parenting potentially if they have children, and that it's like a healthy exchange, that it's something that's balanced rather than something that is going to cause a lot of issues in the future. Potentially if your person was to come back around in your life and they haven't resolved what they needed to from their past, it's just going to be kind of brought into your life. I'm getting dragged through the mud, or you're going to feel like you've been dragged through the mud because you've done all this work on yourself, you've been healing yourself with a sense of self-love, and you know that you are deserving of this connection, and it's like going to come into fruition for you in divine timing. So I feel like your love interest is wanting to make sure that when they do things properly, do things with you, they want to do it properly, because potentially they've gone through a spiritual awakening here with the Hermit. You know, I feel like you've already kind of most likely gone through yours, or you've gone through an ascension recently. I feel like your love interest is probably going through the dark night of the soul, or they have done, and they've needed to do a bit of soul searching, but they know that when they take a seat back and take stock of their life and they look at what they want, you know, they imagine what their life would be with you in it. That's what they want. But at the end of the day, they're keeping themselves isolated as of right now because potentially they feel, for one, you won't want to talk to them, that you won't be interested in conversing with them, because especially if they're still attached in some sort of situation that is really I'm getting not fit for some reason. Not fit. Yeah, could be dealing with a Pisces. Yeah, see, this is it. Wow, Pisces energy with the Hanged One, the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and the Moon. Pisces energy with the King of Cups. You said, you know, this person's up in their head about you because they have love for you, but they're dealing with a legal situation right now, most likely here, with the Justice in reverse, Libra energy. And they're having to keep their feelings hidden from you. And so this connection is causing them a lot of anxiety because all they want to do is come forward towards you in relation to love and kind of pick up where you left off type of thing. But they know that they can't take action as of right now with the Hanged One. They have to kind of go within until they're able to fully leave or detach emotionally from this karmic part of the karmic ex and leave this other third party situation. That's when they're going to be able to come forward towards you. But they see you as the one that they want everything with. They feel like you and them would be, I'm getting the dream team. This person has this recognition that they know now why you potentially walked away from the connection, because you had to go down a path of healing. You saw this connection from a broader perspective, and even though that you felt weary and you felt love for this person, you had to go off and look for the sense of self-love for yourself and self-preservation, because you knew that you didn't want to get necessarily entangled with whatever was going on with your love interest and whoever they were dealing with or whatever they were dealing with. So there is a sense of progression here for you and your person, absolutely. And I feel like a union, a reunion, a reconciliation is very, very likely here, and it's very much guided. But your person is needing to potentially learn a few more lessons before they make their way to you. But your love interest most likely got used and abused in some sort of way by this karmic partner or the karmic ex. And I feel like your love interest sees you doing very well for yourself, like you potentially may be moving off on a brand new path yourself. You've got lots of opportunities coming your way, and you're feeling more settled within yourself, and so therefore your kind of surroundings are being more settled as well, but potentially they still have a lot on their plate that they're dealing with, and they don't want to kind of bring you a hot mess, basically. That's what I'm getting. So anyway, guys, let's look into the Hidden Truth oracle messages and see what your love interest would like to confess to you, or what you would like to confess to your love interest, as we do have cross watchers here, guys. So this could be if you've had no contact, little contact, or if you are in communication, then it could be a bit sporadic as of right now. If you are enjoying this reading, please like, share, subscribe, leave us a comment down below. I greatly appreciate it. Everything you need to know about myself and the channel is in the description box. If you did fancy supporting myself and the channel, then there is a donation link now available. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you all. Even if you do not financially donate, a great way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe and comment, as I've already said. But please hit the thumbs up if you are enjoying the video, the like button, as it does get the messages out there to people who may need to see them at this time. So thank you all so very much. I greatly appreciate you. But you're going to have to be very discerning about what you are wanting in love, but also your love interest has had to be very discerning about what they now want in relation to love as well. So many things remind me of you. Wow. I mean, I'm really getting strong soulmate here and strong twin flame energy, guys. So divine masculine, divine feminine. I'm really feeling as well that potentially you've held yourself back from dating for quite some time. Maybe been in a period of kind of celibacy for some of you. Because I feel like, you know, you haven't necessarily wanted to kind of create any soul ties with anyone, especially if you've done a lot of work healing yourself. I feel like it's taken a long time for you to find that sense of peace within yourself, and I feel like you may have your kind of heart set on this one particular person who's most likely, you know, this very high level soulmate or your divine counterpart, which is totally fair enough, guys. Obviously everyone's story is different, but I feel like your love interest is really starting to understand the depth of the connection, or really feeling you on a very much an energetic level. Oh my gosh, as I say that, I want to feel that way again. See, this is it. This person feels your absence, but they also can remember when they were last in your presence. And it's in the sense they want to feel that way again by being with you. And if you were intimate at any point, they definitely want to feel that again, as I was saying earlier, with all that kind of strong kind of desire type of energy. They definitely want to feel that way again if you have had that kind of, you know, connection. I remember every detail of that day. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm going to say it anyway. I feel like this could potentially be a message that this karmic partner, the karmic ex, may have been unfaithful, potentially. And like they may have said to your love interest, oh, I was drunk. So I remember every detail of that day. They don't remember. But somehow your love interest may have found out about the sense of cheating or infidelity, potentially. And they're trying to, the karmic partner, the karmic ex may be like, oh, but I was drunk, I don't remember any of it, so you got to forgive me, etc., etc. I feel like that could be something. But there's potentially been the sense of sex without love here in that instance. But if your love interest walked away from you, or you walked away from them, I feel like you're both saying to each other, like mirroring, going, I remember every detail of that day, that it was very difficult, that it was very painful. And you may be saying to them, look, so many things remind me of you as well. Like you may feel like you can't not necessarily escape the thought of this person either. And you want to feel that way again by being with this person. But you know on the deeper soul level that it's not quite right yet. That your love interest is trying to become a better person here. One more. I feel you leaving me behind. Yeah, now your love interest is concerned that they feel you like leaving them behind. And I'm getting living your life. And they want to live life with you. They want to explore and travel and be adventurous with you. And I feel like this person doesn't even want to actually contemplate the idea that you wouldn't be, you know, in their life anymore. I bury myself in work to forget you. Now, I said that earlier, guys. This person is really trying to distract themselves from not thinking about you because they can't not think about you. I regret lying to you and I can't stop thinking about you. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. If they have lied to you about a particular situation, it's potentially that, you know, they were lying. Then they are really sorry about that. They may have not been fully transparent with you, or potentially they're dealing with a karmic partner or a karmic ex who's trying to say to your love interest, oh, I regret lying to you. Why wasn't I just upfront about this sense of infidelity, or that I was doing such and such with your money, or what have you? Why, you know, why to feel the need for the sense of secrets, etc. Because potentially the reason they only say that they regret any of that is because they got caught. That's the other message I'm getting. But potentially you've been burying yourself in the sense of spiritual work as well and healing, trying to forget about your love interest because you just want to be with them as well, as much as they want to be with you. But you know that if things are meant to be, it will naturally align together when it's ready to, within divine timing here, in a sense of destiny and fate with the Wheel of Fortune. But I feel like there will be some major breakthroughs happening, or they are already happening here, guys. I'm getting strong like forward movement potentially from now and really into like Cancer season here with the Chariot. Or maybe this is when things are really going to start picking up here in the sense of growth. Or that's when you'll be make a decision about whether you move on away from this person, or whether they are definitely moving on from this other person, this karmic partner, the karmic ex, and there's a sense of finality from that. And that's when things will start to really turn around, potentially in Cancer season. I'm getting, yeah, Cancer season until potentially Virgo season. I'm getting for some of you. But anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of the reading. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I hope that there was a few messages that resonated, some messages if not the whole reading. I hope you have enjoyed this reading as much as I've enjoyed reading for you today. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please take care of yourselves, and we'll speak to you very soon. So thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Take care, and bye for now.